Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to round 4 of the men's series of the Zwift Grand Prix. We took a break for a few weeks and turned our focus to the Continental Qualifiers, where riders from all across the community fought for the ability to race in the 2023 UCI Cycling eSport World Championships. But today, we're back for round 4 of the Zwift Grand Prix with the points elimination reverse. As it has been with every round in this series, we are bringing you a new format today to shake things up with how the riders race, to see new stars rise to the top of the sport and what strategies the teams will bring. With me, as always, is Dave Toll. Dave, are you ready for this one?
Well, Nathan, this one is going to be very different for sure. As we have seen points races, we have races where the riders are eliminated for being out of the back of the race, but we've never seen a race where the riders are eliminated when they get points at the front. This is a new format that will really bring forward the risk and jeopardy as teams might choose to put their chips on the table for a big bet to win points early, only to have that advantage pulled away from them a little bit later in the race. So stick around. We'll get into more detail here soon.
Now, although we know some of you are coming back each week, we know some of you might be dropping in for the first time, so you might be wondering what exactly is the Zwift Grand Prix. Well, this is a new series that Zwift has put on to take on 6 rounds of regular season racing before culminating in a grand final in March of 2023. Each week of racing is featuring a brand new event format, never seen before in cycling, with the aim of bringing the excitement of esports to this new discipline.
You can expect the racing to be more strategic, more gamified, more specialized, and even more exciting than ever. We've got 24 of the world's best Zwift teams raring to go, and they actually helped to design these new formats themselves, which is incredibly unique. These teams collaborated with Zwift to decide and develop the formats together, all to find the great formats to grow new esports.
Now, each round will feature men's racing one week, followed by the women's racing the next week. With these new formats, you're going to get to know the teams, the individual riders, the head-to-head battles better than ever before. Because every rider is going to need to contribute points that are scored each week to accumulate over the season to see which teams will make it into the grand final.
Of course, there's plenty for you all to do at home, so make sure you head to Zwift.com/racing to see what is on offer, whether you're looking for your first race or logging into an event and dropping power-ups on a daily basis.
All right, well, let's get right down into round 4 of the Zwift Grand Prix and check out what we have coming at you today. And here it is, round 4, the points elimination reverse. The race will be in McCurry Islands on the Chasing the Sun route with a total distance of 35 kilometers and elevation gain of 316 meters. The race will see 5 intermediate points locations. Each will act also as an elimination point for the riders along with points at the finish line.
The concept here is that the riders will sprint for the points at these locations, and if they are successful, their job is done, and they are eliminated from the race, with their team locking in those points. The teams and the riders will have to think very hard about their efforts here. With only 21 points opportunities available and 60 riders in the race, there's certainly going to be plenty of riders going home empty-handed. As the race goes on, the scale of points increases, and the number of points available for the riders do too.
The points will be awarded as follows. At the alley sprint in the first 2 kilometers of the race, 1 rider will score 1 point. At the railway sprint, 2 riders will score 2 and 1 points. At the country sprint, 3 riders score 3, 2, and 1 point. The stakes increase at the Temple KOM. The top 4 riders will score 6, 4, 2, and 1 point. The tower sprint reverse, the top 5 riders score 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 points. And at the finish line, the top 6 finishers score 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 points respectively to their finishing placing.
power-ups available will have an equal probability of 25%, with the Aero, Invisibility, Burrito, and Draft awarded at each arch along the route. There's 5 opportunities in total.
Now here comes the question. What is the strategy here? We have seen races where a team can keep sweeping up points and dominate, but that can't happen in this race. The teams need to think of where and when to go for it, and possibly be ready to back out. We might even see some riders faking a sprint to draw another team into a challenge, only to eliminate them. Another strategy here might be that a team goes all out at the start, takes the points on the first 2 sprints, and the top place on the 3rd sprint, securing 9 points. Those 5 riders could sit back, enjoy the broadcast, knowing they have 9 points out of the 59 available, which could be enough to win in this format.
We are really stepping into the unknown here, and it is the type of format which could be run again and again with different outcomes. The team managers might be the stars of the race today, working out what to do next in the background as they'll be guiding their riders on when to go and when to hold back. I can't wait for this. We are closing in on the start time of the